Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Kenneth and Arabelle, welcome, both of you. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Welcome, welcome, my friends. Great to see you, Kenneth. Thank you for all your wonderful support. And Arabelle, how are you? I have not seen you in forever. How are you doing? How are things going for you? And how is your channel doing? Hey, Moments with Vanessa, my friend, welcome, welcome. Moments with Vanessa. If you don't know Kenneth and Arabelle, I hope you connect with them. I think you're going to like both of their channels very, very much. Well, I'm trying to stay consistent, even if it's for 5 minutes that I come on. I try to stay consistent and come on. Today I came on, I was on today, and I am on tonight. And I try to come on right at 10 o'clock if I can. Sometimes I come on before, sometimes I come on later, but I try to come on right around 10 o'clock so people know to look for me. No, Vanessa, I was on early today, though. I was on for an hour, probably from about 3 to 4. During the daytime, I'm less predictable. At nighttime, I'm more predictable to be here right at around 10 o'clock. But during the day, it could be anywhere from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, sometimes 1:30 or even 4:30. The latest would be 4:30 because if I do a nighttime live, then it's a little bit much to carry that live stream and then pick up another one at 10 o'clock. So welcome, Nick. Welcome, welcome. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. And Passion for Art, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much. Let me give you blue wrenches there. Let me see here. How are you all doing? That's kind of, I was going to call it the How Are You Doing live stream. But I thought, well, maybe just come say hi would be a better way to put it in there. Thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. I appreciate you and I appreciate your support. Thank you. Hey, Charles, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Here on my channel, you'll meet up with old friends and new friends alike. That's just kind of how it is. And thank you, Nick. I appreciate you following my channel. I really do. I don't know how you found me or I found you or how we connected, but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you. I'm not a live streamer, but I live stream twice a day. Does that make sense? I am a content provider. I do basically 5-minute videos. Sometimes they're longer, sometimes they can be 20 minutes, but generally speaking, they're somewhere around 5 minutes each. Normally, I have a beginning and an ending on my videos, but because I edit from my kitchen computer, I accidentally deleted the beginning and ending. So I have to somehow get that to transfer back over to that computer so I can start putting grandma's porch on the beginning and on the end again, because I have it on my other computers, but I don't like to use the other computers to edit. I have, this is my sunroom, and it's next to my bedroom, and it used to be a baby room because the house is big, and so when little kids are babies, you don't want to put them on the other end of the house, so you put them in the baby room. But and so that's what it originally was, and now it's the sunroom. And thank you, Passion for Art. Thank you. And so, but I have my homeschool area where I used to homeschool that has 3 computers, and those are the computers you see in the kitchen. There's 3 of them lined up, a big one and then 2 smaller ones. That was my original homeschool area when I homeschooled my children. Then I have one actually set up now in Grandma's parlor, where all the clocks are, the antique clocks and the antique Victrolas are. And then, oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. Thank you. And then I have my husband and I share the front office. I have mine, he has his. I call that the command center. The command center. That's where we do anything to do with our just more other things, like more things like property and things like that. So we kind of that's kind of where we do our joint things together. So I have computers everywhere, and it keeps us running. But in here, and I had my one computer out on Grandma's porch, and for the longest time, I was doing the live streams out there. Okay, that's where I was doing them. And then it became winter, and so I didn't do them out there. And now I really like being in here because I have no distractions. It's a part where I'm not interfering with my family. My family likes to go in the kitchen or, and I don't have to sit outside because the lighting is not as good on Grandma's porch at night. And so this really works. It really works. So I come in here, I pop on, no one comes on. I get, just talk for a few minutes and then I get off. If friends come on, then we talk, you never know. You never know what to expect. But how are you all doing? I know Passion for Art said she hadn't been feeling well. I hope you're feeling better, Passion for Art. I hope, Vanessa, you are doing great on your job. And Nick, I hope, Nick, what kind of channel? What do you make content? Are you a live streamer, or do you not yet do anything? A lot of people are non-content people, and we love those people. We love, those are a lot of times the ones that come to our channel and support our channel. So we always like to support each other. Hey, Grandma Ducky, another fantastic channel. If you don't have Grandma Ducky, you need Grandma Ducky. She's a superstar. Grandma Ducky is a superstar. So you want Grandma Ducky. Okay. Grandma Ducky is a very supportive friend, great content. She does do live streaming because I've been on her live streaming. So you want to connect with Grandma Ducky. Okay. So tonight I don't have an agenda to talk about. Last night we talked about, well, today we talked about healthy lifestyle, right? That was today's live stream. Last night it was, do you believe in angels, miracles, divine connections? And that was that topic. And then the one before that was on crisis, how to deal with a crisis. So I thought tonight it would kind of be a free fall, whatever we wanted it to be tonight. And so I don't have a theme other than come say hello and let me know how you're doing. So it's kind of an anything, any kind of anything topic. There's so much going on in the world, and of course, I don't talk politics. I don't talk really current events or anything like that on this channel because it's a wisdom channel. It's a motivational channel. It's an inspirational channel. So I don't talk those kind of subjects, but we all know there's a lot going on in the world right now. So thank you. You know what, Charles? Thank you. Thank you so much because we really need that right now. I've been very pretty much transparent about what is going on in my life right now. And it's I've had plenty of suddenlies in my life and I pray my way through them. I pray my way. Oh, thank you so much, Nick. Thank you. Well, we support you. Okay, you're a new friend here, and we support you. And I really, really thank you for being here and part of our community because I have a great community here. You never know who's going to come in here. Different people, different times, different live streams, and all that. So thank you. And so y'all know I have a loved one that's going through, we don't know yet. We don't know what the results are. We don't know. And so, it's been very, very, oh, wow. Oh, I love that passion for art. That's wonderful. Hey, Ariel, my friend. Hey, hey, hey. Wonderful to see you. Love, love, love you, Ariel. You're wonderful. And I hope your college classes are going good, good, good. And Kenneth, I don't have a position on it. I have, one of the things I realize is there's a lot I don't know. There's a lot I don't know. I always say I stay in my lane, and when I get out of my lane, that's when we mess up. So I always stay in the lane, which is kind of the slow lane, but I stay in my lane. And so, mine is inspiration, motivation, wisdom, insight, and knowing. I have that gift of knowing. Well, you're going to do wonderful, Ariel. I love English. I did really well in English. I did. Ariel is going to college full time. And as you all know, I will be 65 in a very short, a couple months. And at age 62, I went back to college full time, and I graduated this past December, but I switched over to a new university, which I was supposed to start in January. But I'm very spiritual, and my spirit told me that I needed to pause, take a break. Hey, Sharia, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, my friend. And to take a pause. And I didn't really understand it at the time. I said, well, I really don't, am I going to take a pause? Why am I going to do that? And now I understand. Okay. So I listen to my spirit, I listen to my soul. I'm very fine tuned that way. My soul is always right. And so sometimes I believe that our souls often know what our minds don't know yet. Okay. It's sort of for me, and I'm just telling you from my perspective. From my perspective. Now, remember, I don't give advice, suggestions, information, recommendations. I just share with you my perspective. So, from my perspective, like when I wake, I'll give you an example. When I wake up in the morning, you go from the dream state to the awake state. There's a Gina. Oh my gosh, Gina, where have you been? My friend Gina is here. Van Life with Gina. You will love, love, love Gina. I love Gina. Everybody loves Gina. I try to convince her to change her channel to call it Everybody Loves Gina, but she wouldn't do it. Welcome, welcome, my friend Gina. A pleasure to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so when I get up in the morning, I just don't, I get up, I brush my teeth, and I go right back to bed. Oh, Gina, thank you so much. Thank you, beautiful friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you don't know Gina's channel, you really want to know Gina's channel. She has a channel that it's Van Life channel. And Gina, we've been talking a lot about buying a uh, a van and converting it. I don't know if you've been, probably haven't, because we're all so busy on YouTube that we don't always catch up with each other as much as we would like to. And we're talking about doing something like that too. One of my sons wants to do that. And so we are kind of talking about that. Now, Gina has a big channel, and her channel, she she on Wednesday night, I think it is, she does live streaming. I think it's like about 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but I'm not sure of that. I'm not sure. And you will make friends, genuine friends there, and you will grow your channel at the same time. So it's an amazing channel. You will love Gina's channel, and you will make genuine friends. You will make genuine friends. Gina, my issue is I haven't been getting notifications. And the only time I get notifications is when I'm over on one of my other my other four channels. And y'all know I have four channels. And thank you, Vanessa. Thank you so much. And Gina's channel, Gina and I've been friends for quite a long time now here on YouTube. I've been up publicly for 2 years now. Hey, John, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And Gina, we met through another RV channel because my husband and I owned RVs all along. So I use getting back to my spirit time. When I wake up in the morning, I use that transition time from dream state to wake state. And there's that brief time, about 30 minutes in there, where you can remember everything that you dreamed about, but you'll lose it if you don't write it down. Well, I believe that often the soul speaks to you in the night when your mind is at rest. And that's where we get dreams. And so I write everything down as soon as I wake up. That's where you get a lot of my wisdom from. And then once I'm awake, if I haven't written it down, then I've lost it. So I write it down, and then that's where my videos come from. Many of them come from. And so I never know where I'm going to be inspired. And so I listen to my soul. I listen to my spirit to get my information I need. So when I had in January, my spirit, my soul said, you absolutely must put college on hold till June. Well, I had graduated, so I was starting a brand new university. And I'm going to be 65. So, there's no hurry. There's no rush. I'm not doing a career thing, and so with deep thought, I was wavering. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to put it on hold. I didn't know why. And now I know why. Okay, so we are going this journey. We do not know what it is. And but it's not, I thought, I knew something was going to happen this year. I didn't know what it was. Hey, Vela, welcome. And hey, Mac, welcome. So this loved one, I love very, very much, is going through an uncertain time. And the uncertain time came about suddenly. This person has always been healthy, fit, worked out, eating healthy, all of that. And it just came on suddenly. And then, of course, they give you CAT scans and things like that. And the CAT scans, unfortunately, came out terrible. And so, and this was a suddenly, there was no symptoms. There was no, well, there was other than a cough. And of course, with all that's going on, the first thing you think of is what's going on. But that, I knew that wasn't it. I knew that wasn't it, and it wasn't. And so now we're dealing with the unknown. We're dealing with a lot of unknowns right now. Testing and all the things that go with that. But like this person told me, they said there's no better advocate than you to have, and I am a great advocate, and I'm a great person to have. I'm knowledgeable, and I am tough. I'm really tough. I don't, because when my daughter got sick, that was 4 years ago. She's fine now, but she would never have gotten to the right doctors or the right anybody had I not been the persistent mom that I am. And so sometimes we have to be the wind beneath someone else's wings, because this person has been the wind beneath my wings for a very, very long time. And so now I'm their wind beneath their wings, holding them up through this. And right now they're doing fine. It's just we are going through all the testing. And I ask for any prayer partner out there, think good thoughts for us and say prayers for us, if you will. And as we journey through this, and I share, I don't share every detail of my life because I don't think it's smart to do so, but I do share a lot. And I like to be transparent where I can help people. Hey, MGA, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. And I believe in total healing. I believe in total wellness. I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. I believe in miracles. I believe in wellness. Okay. And we have implemented all the healthy, I've got the juicers out. Well, I juice anyhow, so that's no big deal. But I just got back from the grocery store a little bit ago. I mean, you talk about loading up on green vegetables. Oh my gosh, I have, because I'm using the juicer, and I've got the juicer going and the blender going, and I got my big pot sitting out there with all kinds of green vegetables. And I'm doing, I believe in nutrition. I believe in wellness. I believe in health. And I believe, as grandma would say, sickness don't scare me at all. I scare sickness away. And that's what I believe. And so, so we're going through our own journey. I will share it degrees as I feel it's appropriate, or I feel comfortable, or when I know things, right now we're in that waiting period. We're in that really twilight zone place where you don't have all the answers. You don't know what you're dealing with. You don't know exactly what you're dealing with. And that's where we are. But I always turn to my faith. I turn to prayer. I put prayer into action. I make right decisions. I surround myself with the right professionals, and I surround myself with the right friends and the right people. Today, I got a wonderful phone call as a result of all this, and it was somebody. It was somebody who has been a dear friend. Maybe she's on here watching tonight. I hope she is. A dear friend for many, many years, and it was just a really strange thing because I'm very open book. And it just happened to be about a year and a half ago. I didn't even know what her political views were, and I think she knew what mine were. And I've talked about don't let politics ever divide you. Don't ever let politics divide you. Your relationship is worth more than politics. Okay. And so I think somehow she misread something that I had said, and she thought I didn't want to be friends. And so it was very hurtful at the time to me because we had been friends for pretty much like most of our life. but it didn't get straightened out right at first. And so then she called me. She called me today, and she was kind of crying a little bit, and it was wonderful to talk to her. And I said to her, I said, we will never ever let ever um, politics come between us. Now, it didn't come between me and her. She had just misread something that I had said, and she didn't think I wanted to be friends. And then she didn't reply back to me, and I didn't get that response. But now it's all understood, and she was so happy. And I said, I said, I don't care if we're totally polar opposite. Our friendship means more than politics. Okay. So you can believe your way and I'll believe my way. And at the end of the day, we come together and we are best buddies. And, she's been my best friend, really my longest friend that I have. Hey, Layla and Mia, Arnie, welcome, my wonderful friend. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so this thing that I'm going through has it brought it's unfortunate that it took brought this about, but sometimes crisis brings people together, and it has, and I'm so grateful that she's back in my life. Arnie, can you get rid of that bot for me? Thank you, Arnie. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Arnie. We get bots. Live streams get bots. I don't know why they get bots, but they do. So, I'm a person of faith. I'm a person of, I believe in miracles, like I said. And so I have no doubt about this. I want to be able to come on here. I'm praying that I come on here one day and I say, you know what? It's all gone. Hey, thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Can somebody get rid of that? Let me try to get rid of that bot. Let me get rid of that. Wait a minute. Let me get rid of that. Remove. I'll just do remove, and then we'll see. Hey, Kenneth, let me give you a blue wrench. There you go. Yes, John. Yeah, and you know what? I don't tell anybody what their opinions are, and I don't want anyone telling me what my opinions are. And at the end of the day, if they're my friend, there was a bot, Arnie. I just zapped it, so it's up there. That was a bot, and thank you, Nick. Thank you. And so, you go through things. You go through things in life, and it was called. I don't know what it was called, but it was a botch. Passion for art. I just deleted it, so we'll watch for them again. So the whole thing is that life can bring things that we didn't expect, and it can bring suddenlies. And I've talked a lot about suddenlies. I've talked a lot about crisis because I've been through my share of crises. This one's a bit different than some of my other crises in life. But when my daughter got sick, I was right there with her. I made sure she got the best care, and she ended up with a world-renowned surgeon and everything. So she did amazing. But had it not been for me as an advocate, who knows what would have happened. So we all need an advocate. We all need a fighter in our corner. And I need fighters in my corner too. Hey, John Chalker, welcome, my friend. Great to see you. Thank you, John. Thank you, my friend, for coming in. Thank you. And, I talk about having a fighter in your corner. And a fighter in your corner, a fighter in your corner is somebody who is going to be there for you when you need them, whether it's an advocate, whether it's somebody who will comfort you, whether it's somebody who will stand up for you, whether it's somebody who has wisdom to help guide you. We all need that in our life. We all need supportive people. Some people are there to comfort you, but they're not there to advise you. Other people are there to advise you, but they're not there to comfort you. So you have a combination of people in your life, and I have found that YouTube, you meet many wonderful people here. You meet many amazing people and you make amazing friends. Okay. And you get a few bots along the way. And I think through any crisis, keep your faith, keep your sense of humor. You know, if you can laugh at all, and sometimes you can't, but if you can, it can help you a long ways through a crisis. Get the right information, get the right professionals, have the right friends, stay positive, believe in the best, and you will get through it. You will get through it. And so that's where I'm at in life. And so today I went to the grocery store, and like I said, I bought all these greens. I mean, and I was shocked at how much prices have gone up. Oh my gosh, prices have gone through the roof. But I got all these fresh vegetables, and so tomorrow I don't know what I juice a lot of them. So like tonight I did a kale. I did kale with garlic. Ooh, doesn't that sound terrible? The kale by itself is good. Okay, but I did kale with garlic. Big thing. Actually, I did it in the blender, not in the juicer, because I wanted it to be more thicker. And so um, I did the I did the uh, kale. My husband didn't like it because it had a lot of garlic in it. Now I'll end up drinking it. I'll probably reek of garlic at that point. But it's was kale, and it was garlic, and one other thing. I can't remember what else I put. Oh, mushrooms. I put fresh mushrooms in it. And but I cook very healthy, or I juice very healthy. Right now we're doing all raw with some modified cooking with vegetables, but we're doing all raw vegetables right now. A tremendous amount of greens. You know, I try not to use tap water to drink or cook. I used bottled water. Hey, mud mower, welcome, welcome, my friend, welcome. So, you know, we have a filtering system here, but I really, really like spring water. And I grew up on well water and spring water. So you know, I'm a real big advocate of spring water and well water, good well water. I really, really like that. And so I bought me some big jugs of water, you know, big jugs. And even though we have filtered water here. And so, yeah, yeah, yeah. So I did all that. And you know, just kind of roll along, making my salad soup, which is all greens and vegetables and things like that. And I did my exercise. I did 5 miles, of course. Oh my gosh, Grandma Ducky. Oh my gosh. You know, Grandma Ducky, yes, I agree. It's off the chart. It's off the chart. And I feel sorry for people that have to commute, you know, that have to do a lot of commuting. I fortunately I could take my bicycle around town. We live in a small area, so and I'm out running. See, I run. You know, I prefer to actually run. I could actually it be a total of 3 miles to the grocery store, but I could do that. I could do the 3 miles to the grocery store and 3 miles back. But I've got a bicycle too. And we have mopeds. You know, the mopeds, a lot of people use the mopeds around town here. Thank you, MGA. Thank you. And so a lot of my son has he's had several mopeds, and they look like motorcycles, but they're licensed and everything. And you know, we use them. My husband has a motorcycle that I need to learn how to ride, but I probably never will learn how to ride it. I'm not a, I'm I've been on it with him, and I'm like terrified. You know, Grandma Ducky, I'll tell you, back in the day, back in my grandma's day, they walked everywhere. You know, they didn't have a car. Grandpa he used to get on the back. He would jump the back when they had cabooses and all that. The train went right by Grandma's house, and the house would shake a little bit as the train went by because they lived in a little country town with 10 houses out by a swimming hole. Had a one-room schoolhouse, and that one-room schoolhouse was still there sitting when I was little. It wasn't being used, but it was still sitting. And but Grandpa used to jump on the back of the train, and that's how he got everywhere. I don't know how he did it, but he did, and he traveled. That's how he used to go. He'd like travel during the Great Depression. He would travel to different cities and go to work, and then he'd come home after a couple weeks back on the train. Free transportation. I wouldn't recommend it though. I really wouldn't recommend it. But it's amazing, my generation, and I'm 65 years old, we've really only saw in the world. I mean, even though there are very desolate parts of the world, but overall, especially in this country, we have seen, prosperity. And my grandma didn't see that. My grandma grew up during the Great Depression, all those bad, difficult years. And so they lived a very different lifestyle. They never threw anything away, they always conserved. And our society has become a more society now. They want more, bigger, bigger, bigger. People don't seem very happy with what they have, so they want bigger and they're still not happy. And I'm a less is more person. I'm a less is more person. I'm very, very less is more. I'm happier with less. You know what I'm saying? Not too much less, but less. I'm not into accumulating anymore. I've gone through that stage in my life, and I'm no longer that. I'm into simplifying. I live a very simple life now by choice. I like living a very simple life. It makes life much easier when you simplify life. And so if I have to ride a bicycle around town, if gas gets too high, bicycle. There is a woman who I haven't seen her in a while, but she's about 90 years old. And she rode her bicycle everywhere in this town. It was amazing. Hey, my friend Nancy, welcome, welcome, my buddy. Thank you so much, my friend, for being here. Thank you so very, very much. If you don't know Nancy, she's a pianist, and she's an artist, and she makes Barbie clothes, and she has the most amazing Barbie collection. And she makes. I used to think she was posting photos from like somewhere, but the photos that she posts are actually her outfits that she's created on her Barbie dolls. I mean, it's amazing what she does. She does such amazing work, amazing work, amazing work. And so if you don't know my friend Nancy, you want to connect with Nancy. Okay. Nancy, are you going to start to do more videos? Your piano playing is so beautiful, and your Barbie doll outfits are so wonderful. So I hope you do both, because people would love that. Absolutely love that. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So um, how is everyone? So let's start. How are you doing today? How are you doing is kind of a, hey, Lady Nick, welcome, welcome. Thank you. You're sitting in your car waiting for your hubby to be done. Well, you are blessed, my friend. You are blessed. My friend Lady Nick is here. I hope you connect with her. Oh, that's fine, MGA. That's great. Wonderful. Um, Passion for it. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you are feeling much better now. And so, yeah, you just kind of roll along in life. You roll along. And but I'm glad to hear Passion for Art is doing good. When you ask the question, how are you? If you ask that over in Europe, people will actually tell you the truth. Here in our country, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I'm doing fine. People, it's kind of a courtesy question that people automatically say, I'm doing fine. But over in Europe, you don't see, people don't ask that question. Oh, I hope you're better, Arnie. I hope that goes away. Is it from the detergent pods again that you used, or is it something else? But over in Europe, if you ask, how are you doing? They'll stop, and they take that question very seriously, and they'll tell you. So you don't automatically just walk down the street and say, how are you doing? Because you'll get a direct answer, a real answer. Unlike over here where we say, doing fine, whether we are, whether we're not. It's more of a courtesy type of thing here. Over there, it's actually a real question. So, yeah, Lady Mick. Yeah, you know it. You know it. Oh, I'm glad, Passion for Art, that you're feeling better. I'm so glad. So glad. Yes, Lady Mick. And over in Europe, you really don't just walk down the street and just automatically say, "Hey, how you doing?" You know, because people will really stop. They'll either look at you strange, or they will answer your question in detail. Yeah, Arnie, we have to be so mindful of what touches our skin sometimes because people don't realize that our skin absorbs, things. I have to be very careful of the kind of earrings I wear and the metal I use, that touches my body because I don't break out in a rash, but I begin to itch. So I have to be careful. My mother was like that too. So it has to be I can only wear certain kinds of metal. And so a lot of people, I think, have that problem, Marty. I really do. I think a lot of people do. Yeah. So, but I hope it clears up. I really do. Arnie, was Brenda on tonight? Was Brenda Land on tonight? I didn't see her on, but then I was busy doing a lot of things before I came on tonight, so I didn't know if she was on or not. Brenda Land has a great channel too. My friend Undel, she was on my live stream earlier. Her name is Unnndel. She has another channel called KE Channel Norway, amazing channel, and she's an amazing supportive friend, and her channel is growing. And so yeah. So I hope you'll meet, you never know, like at different times I come on, different friends come in, things like that. Yeah, she used to be on like 7 nights a week. I mean, rarely did she take a night off unless she and her husband were going to dinner. But here lately, she has not been on as much, as quite as much. But if she comes on, it's usually like 8 o'clock. So yeah. So I hope she's doing well. I know Noni May comes on sometimes in place of her. Um, yeah, passion for art. For me, it's not so much that I need a break. Sometimes I just am busy. I've got, things, I have family, I have obligations, I have things that come up. Um, I'm very, very, very busy in my in person life right now. But I love coming on because it connects me to all of you. And I have so many friends here. And, I love that. I love that. And of course, I always do my daily videos. You know that I've always do. I'm a content provider, not a live streamer. But I like it's I've been on. People think I'm a live streamer because I'm on twice a day, so I guess I could be called a live streamer. But I don't consider myself a live streamer. I consider myself a content provider because that's my main purpose for being here, is to just share my thoughts and my ideas and my wisdom, and never giving advice or anything like that because I don't do that. But it's just sharing my own, personal journey or thoughts or whatever. And transparency on YouTube is whatever you choose it to be, whatever you're comfortable with. Some people are not transparent at all. I'm transparent where I feel it's appropriate or right or helpful. And of course, I don't give out my address. I'm not that transparent. There's things that you need to keep private and to yourself. And everyone is different. Some channels just talk about cooking. Other channels talk. They'll tell you their whole life story. They'll tell you more than you ever wanted to hear. And I've gone to some channels where, oh my gosh, I'm like worn out by the time I leave. I want people to be energized when they leave here. Yes, Lady Mick. Yes. Yeah, it does. It really connects you. It gives a different layer. It gives a different layer when people can talk back and forth in real time. It really, really does. And I like that. I like that because I have so many friends here. And not all of them know I'm going to be on or whatever. Oh, Nick, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Nick. I appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you being a part of our community. Thank you. I wish for you a wonderful, wonderful night, my friend. Thank you. Emiat, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll give you a blue wrench. And I think when you have a live stream, it's important to always do your best. And sometimes it's hard, but do your best at acknowledging people's questions as long as they're appropriate, and do your best at welcoming them in, if you can. And if I have somebody up here, you're welcome, and yet. If I have someone up here and we're talking, I don't always interrupt them to greet somebody. Sometimes I'll put their name up here, whatever, and so it just depends. Sometimes um, I just I don't like to interrupt the person talking, or I'll wait till they're done talking and then I will greet the people. And but it's important to acknowledge your people in your live stream. It really, really is, and make that connection with them and hear what they have to say and find out how they're doing. Find out how your friends are doing. And I go to so many live streams and it's all about the live streamer. It's all about them. But it's really not when you go into a live stream. It's about your guests being here. When you do a live stream, people are coming to your house. They're visiting with you and you want to make them feel welcome. You want to have the gift of hospitality. And so I do. My mom had that gift of hospitality. And so, I love that. Let me check something over here. My phone keeps dinging over here. Okay, let's see what that is. Let me see. Okay. We have security cameras all around our house and everything. So my phone lets me know if there's any movement and what it is and all kinds of things like that. Passion for Art is going live tomorrow. And what time, Passion for Art, so we can all begin to look for you? Yes, Lady Mick. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I agree. Hey, Pat, welcome, welcome. Thank you for popping in. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. One of the things we have to realize, everybody has real lives. And, when people go to a live, and I'm the same way, we pop in sometimes, sometimes we stay the whole time, sometimes we stay for a minute or two. When I go in, I usually go in to share them out. And sometimes I'm able to stay longer, sometimes I'm not, but I try to go into my friends and share them out if at all possible, if I see them on. I don't always get notification though. I have 5 channels, so if you're not connected, please connect to all 5. Tomorrow afternoon at 4:30, that is wonderful. That's a good time. That's a good time, Passion for Art, because you'll get people from both sides of the world. If you go on before that, like today, I came on at 3:00. People on, it's not a good time. 3:00 is not a good time to do a live stream because you've got people gone, they're driving, they're coming home from work, they're going to work, they're out, anywhere around 3:00 is not good. But 4:30 is a good time because people are now flowing into the house, they're checking things. It's a good time. It's a good time. And actually, people don't realize, but the best time to come on is like around midnight, midnight, because people are sitting up. Hey, Victor, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. And, people are a lot of times sitting up. A lot of late night people sit up around midnight. And at midnight, what else are they doing besides being on YouTube, And so they're surfing the net. And so they see you. So that's actually a really, really good time. If you come on too early, like say 6:00 at night, a lot of people are having dinner. They're not going to be on YouTube. And so for me, 10:00 works. 10:00 works. And, during the day, I just come on any old time. If people show up, that's great. If they don't, that's fine. I don't really give notice, other than that I'm usually on somewhere between 2 and 4 for a few minutes or whatever. And keep your consistency. Keep a set time that you generally come on and try to be there. And even if it's not every day, now people are getting used to me being on every day. And that's a good thing. And yet, even if you skip a day, they'll still be looking for you. they'll still be looking for you and think, well, she might be on at 10 o'clock, or 10:15. Because sometimes one night I got here at 10:45, 10:40 or 10:45. I didn't, because I had to go pick up my son, so I got back late, and so, sometimes I'm late and sometimes I'm early. Just do it your way. Do your live stream your way, and I just do it my way. I just have fun. I'm just here. I'm just having fun. So tonight I didn't have a topic other than how are you doing? I didn't have a topic. Does anybody have any great topics that I could do future live streams on? I was thinking on how to survive a breakup. That would be probably a good topic for a live stream. Now I've done all these on my videos, all because I've done over 5,000 videos on this channel. And remember, I have 4 other channels. I have Grandma's Porch with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's House with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's Adventures with Diana Brienne Fairchild, and What Would Mom Say? Diana Brienne Fairchild. So I have all those channels, and they all have different content, and they're all inspirational, but they all do they have different content. So if you're not connected to all, I hope you connect, because that, one of me is like 5 new friends. Okay. So if you connect, and do let your friends know that, tell them to come over and see my live streams or come over and watch my videos. And I do the same for you all. I always share y'all out. And if I see that you're on, and I share your videos, I share your live streams. And so I hope people, do that for me as well. And so, yeah. Hey, Modern Pro, great to see you, my friend. I hope you are doing well. I hope life is treating you great. Hope life is treating you great. I always say when times are good, dance with them, sing with them, jump for joy when times are good. And when times are difficult, you do the very, very best you can. Life can throw curveballs. It can blindside you. It can do all kinds of things, but you just keep on going. The key to it is you keep your faith, you keep positive, and you keep on going. Modern Pro, I'm doing fine. I'm dealing with a particular issue with somebody I love, in regards to a health issue. But we are praying through it, and I'm believing in a miracle, and I'm believing in divine touch of wellness. And so yes. And welcome, Alfredo. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. And so, yeah, I've been public on YouTube for 2 years. I've been, public for 2 years and a month, I think. And but I've had the channel for about 11, 12 years, 11 years, I think. And I put my channel up for my children. I decided that I wanted to have an easy, accessible way for my children were young at the time. They were little. And I thought, I want to put my wisdom up there so that my children, hey, Vivek, hey, my friend, thank you for coming. Thank you. And so I started doing 1-minute videos on different topics. And all they had to do is type Mom's name in and go to my channel, and they'd see all my videos. Well, I didn't really title them or do anything with them, didn't promote them out or anything. Then about 2 years ago, some friends said, hey, you need to go public. And I said, how do I do that? And they said, well, you just title your videos and you put some, things like that. And, oh, you know what, Nancy, that is a great one. I love that title. Curveballs we've been thrown in life. Nancy, I've done a lot of videos on that subject, but I haven't done a live stream on it, I don't think. So I think that would be an amazing topic to do. Because, if you live long enough, there's going to be some curveballs and that you didn't see coming. And, and I've had my share of them, and I'm pretty on top of everything, but there's sometimes you just don't see things coming, and you have to give it your very, very best. Stay positive, make right choices, right decisions, surround yourself with right people. You have to surround yourself with competent people of wisdom, people who can help you, navigate. And Yes, 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 Vivek. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. My heart breaks. My heart breaks. My heart breaks. Absolutely, Vivek. Absolutely. And just beyond comprehension. You know, Nancy, that is really good to hear other people's viewpoints on how to deal with them, how they dealt with them. That's why when I bring up a panel, what I try to sit back and let each person answer whatever the topic is from their perspective, because everybody handles things differently. I go into prayer and fasting, and I go surround myself with the right people, both comforting people and people that can help me navigate, and to get to the right person or people that can help me. You know, I try to make the right decisions and choices, and I try not to make a sudden choice or decision if I don't have to, because generally when a curveball happens, you're kind of caught off guard. You don't really know what's happening, so you have to assimilate the information. And hey, Katropa UK, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend, for being here. Thank you. And so you have to really, hey, Roy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Very scary, Vivek. I agree, my friend. I agree. I agree. I just have no, I'm praying like a lot of people are praying, and we're all stunned, and, just something, just something. You know, I don't take anything for granted. I don't take anything for granted. You know, a lot of people are going through a lot at this very moment, and in a lot of different ways. Hey, Maggie, wonderful, wonderful to see you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Great to see you. Thank you. And so, yes, I like that topic. I think that that will be a great topic, Nancy. I would love to do that. And, like I said, I've talked, I have 5,040 videos up on this channel. And even though I've talked about it in video form, I've not come up on a live and talked about dealing with curveballs and all that. So I'm trying to deal more with relevant issues that people go through. Like I said, I don't give advice or suggestions or information, recommendations. I just share with you my own perspective on different topics. That's all that I do. That's all that I do. And like I said, every channel is different, and some people, they do different things with their channels, and it's just how I do. I just try to share, try to be somewhat transparent, and like I said, we all have limits in our transparency, and we should, you know, and, and so, you know, but I do try to come on, and like tomorrow night, if I come on, and there's never a promise that I'm always going to be on every night or every day, but I do try to come on, even if it's for a few minutes, in my busy schedule, so that I can keep that consistency where people are looking for me, and what happened this last semester of college was, it was such a heavy semester that I couldn't come on. And remember, I was on twice a day for the longest time. And then suddenly I just quit, because I couldn't keep it up, and I could not keep it up. And so I stopped coming on consistently. Well, after a while, people quit looking for you. They quit looking for you. So that's why, as a live streamer, you definitely want to be consistent. Even if you skip a night or skip 2 nights, you want to stay consistent with your times. And so I try to stay consistent, and I try to stay on here. Hey, redheaded, welcome, welcome, my friend. Thank you. Where have you been? Where have you been? And so, if I come on, it is usually 10 o'clock at night. So that just kind of works for me. And then I get off. I've already had my bubble bath, so I'm good. And I told my husband, I said, well, when I get off of here, he and I are going to spend some time. We have I think I've told you all this. We have some favorite YouTubers that we watch together. They're travel channels, and we just enjoy them together. And I don't watch them without him, and he doesn't watch them without me. They're just sort of, he has his channels, I have my channels, but we watch these together on occasion. And so I think that's what we're going to do a little bit tonight in a few minutes when I get off of here. But I wanted to come on for a few minutes. And, redheaded, I'm probably going to go off in a few minutes. Otherwise, I'd invite you up. Oh, thank you, my friend Leedy. Thank you. Well, much love to you, and stay warm up there. Okay, stay warm. Stay warm. Thank you. Yeah, Nancy. And so, see, when you do the live streaming, so now people know. They know, okay, she's probably going to be on. She may be on. I'm going to check and see. I'm going to see if she's going to be on. And they kind of start looking for me somewhere around 10 o'clock. Now, a lot of people look for me during the day too, because I do come on during the day. It's just that I'm not at an exact time during the day. Oh yeah, Red, I understand. I understand. We all have in-person lives. We all have in-person lives. We really, really do. And so for me, when I get off of here, before I sit down with my husband, I got to go put all the rest of my groceries away. I have all these fresh vegetables and, oh my gosh, my juicers. And, I was talking last night about juicers. I have a lot of juicers. Now I've donated quite a few, but I keep a few, but I only paid $1 for them. And I got all my juicers from the thrift stores. And, you can't always trust the thrift stores because sometimes electrical things don't work. But I got like the Jack LaLanne juicers and the other high-end juicers. I can't remember their name, but they're nice juicers, because a lot of people buy juicers and then they never use them and then they donate them. So I happen to get mine for $1. And I mean, today, the one I used today to make my husband's and my juice it was a Jack LaLanne one, a very nice one. And so, but you don't have to have a juicer to juice, because I do my juicing also in a blender. And so right now we are doing all the raw vegetables. We are doing all the raw, everything is pretty much raw. And, sometimes what I'll do is I'll take that, especially if I've done it in the blender and it's very, very thick, what I do is I heat it up. Now, yes, raw means cold. Okay. But if we feel like we want something warm, sit down at a meal right now, because we're on a very kind of specific kind of way of eating at this time. Yeah, Red, I grew up with Jack LaLanne, and he would come on at 6:30 in the morning, and he'd have a half-hour show, and he'd always have a chair in the room, and he would use the chair, and then Romper Room would come on. Romper Room would come on at 7 o'clock with Miss Mary Jane. And I used to write Miss Mary Jane letters. And so, yeah, but I use the juicer. So I have a big bottle in the kitchen, in the refrigerator. I just juice the kale juice with the garlic. Now, I made a Mulan tea tonight. My husband really likes the Mulan tea. My dear friend brought us over a lot of fresh picked Mulan. But I made the tea, but I messed up on the tea. I added turmeric to it. Well, my husband didn't like the turmeric. So I'm drinking the one with the turmeric and the Mulan. So he wanted the Mulan himself. So he's doing, I did another tea for him with just Mulan. He likes that one, but he didn't like the kale mixed with garlic. He said he'll do straight kale, but he won't do the kale garlic. I did kale, garlic, and mushroom. So what I'll do for me is I'll just put that in like a bowl and I'll heat it up and I'll eat it like a soup, because it's very, very thick. And so I'll eat it more like a nice warm bowl of soup. So I do that with some of my thicker juices. And, but right now we are into very extreme healthy eating. When I say extreme, I don't mean, stupid eating. I mean, very, very specific eating. We are eating extremely healthy and juicing. And I believe that food is a wonderful, wonderful thing used right. We are doing no processed, zero sugar, zero chemicals. Everything has to be organic It has to be healthy. It has to be extremely, extremely right for our bodies. And but no sugar. Where like for example, I haven't actually had soda. Like what we call pop down here. We call it pop. I haven't had any sodas in many, many years. Many years. We don't do soda. When I go to a restaurant and they come to the table and they say, yeah, I have a lot of grapes in my refrigerator, Nancy. Oh my gosh, if you open my refrigerator, everything is almost ready to fall out. It's packed full of everything healthy. Everything healthy. I threw out all the unhealthy stuff and I've got only healthy choices. And I told my kids, if you want unhealthy choices like junk food or fast food, you've got to go out and buy it with your money. Otherwise, you're going to eat healthy here. And of course, I make separate food for them, that includes other things, but it's still healthy based, And of course, young kids, a lot of young adults, they just want the fast food, they want the junk food. We don't do that here now. My husband and I are, very much into real food, whole food, eating healthy, taking care of our bodies. Health is wealth. And so we're doing everything to take wonderful care of our bodies. And, I have friends at my age. I have, friends that have passed on much younger than me, and I will be 65. And so, I want to feel good. I don't want to just grow old and broken. I want to grow old and be fabulous. I want to feel great. When you feel great, I want to feel great my whole life if I can. If I'm going to live to 100, I want to feel great, And, like right now, you can see I'm not wearing glasses. I'm not wearing any glasses and I'm reading everything. I'm reading everything here. Okay. It depends on the lighting now. If I have bad lighting, I may have to pick up glasses to wear, but I'm not wearing any glasses. I haven't had the LASIK surgery. I was considering that, and then the doctor told me no. And so I'm not doing that. Passion, right now we've excluded milk from our, regular cow's milk. I don't recommend anything to anybody or suggest anything. I'm just saying what we have done. And we're not doing any kind of milk products right now. Not like that. Yeah, not cow's milk. We're not doing that right now. So we're being very specific and we're following some guidelines that we have, because I choose, for me to be there for someone and for anybody I love, I've got to be healthy. I've got to be fit. I've got to take care of me. And so it's important for me to take care of me so that I feel good and I'm good. And yet it's also important for me to take care of me so I can take care of those I love and I can be there for those I love. Okay. If I'm tired, worn out, and broken, what good am I going to be? So I take care of me. I take care of me. Arnie, maybe they should check and see if it's something that you're eating that is causing it. Sometimes what we eat can affect us. It really can. It really can. So, yeah, but I'm all about health. I'm all about fitness. I'm all about, exercise and just taking care of your body, keeping a positive attitude. Keep that positive attitude going. Surround yourself with positive people. Maggie, absolutely, absolutely. What do you think about almond milk, Maggie? What do you think about that? Because I have a lot of that. I bought up a lot of almond milk, but it doesn't go bad. It's a kind that's sealed up, it's sealed up. I think it has like a 2-year expiration date or something. Water, I only drink water. When I go out, I am a coffee drinker to a small degree. So you do think almond milk, Maggie, is good? Because I do think almond milk, right now we're not doing almond milk, but I have almond milk here. I don't buy the regular cow's milk. I haven't for years. I haven't bought that. But yes, water, water, water. I'm a huge water drinker. And like I said, I brought home tonight because I went to the grocery store. And my husband said, let me help you, honey. I said, no, no, no. I'll do this. I need the exercise. So, I unloaded the car with everything and I got these big jugs of water. And I'm very, very much into water. not overwatered, but I'm the right amount of water. And like I said, I like spring water if I can get it. Yes, yes. I'm learning about so much, Maggie. I'm learning so much that I did not know before. Um, we've got a wonderful channel. Oh, let me think of the name of it. I don't know if I'm going to get the name right. It's called Chris. Maggie, you may know this one. Chris cured cancer, or Chris cured cancer. He wrote a book. His channel is amazing. His channel is amazing. And, I believe in great nutrition for anything, people who have heart conditions or whatever. Like I said, I'm not I don't give advice of any kind. But for me personally, I am very, very thoughtful about what I eat. I have no sugar. I do stevia, which is not a sugar. It's some kind of leaf, so I do stevia for my sweetener, and my husband is doing stevia. We both are doing stevia. He used to do a lot of the Maggie. Yeah, I don't know if I have his name right, but if you type it in, um, Jack is very impressed with his videos, and I'm very impressed too. Michelle, hey, my friend, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Michelle. I'm getting ready to leave here pretty soon. I came on about an hour and 10 minutes ago, and sometimes I'm on here, 10 minutes, sometimes 2 hours, sometimes, oh, who knows. Hey, Mary Lane, welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Let me see. Did I give Mary Lane a, no? Okay, I think I did. Okay, got it. Nancy, I have to tell you my story. I went to a dermatologist. This is years ago. And they did where they poke you with the things. Oh my gosh. Never again do I ever want to go through that again to find out what I'm allergic to. Yes, Maggie, absolutely. Absolutely. Vegetables, vegetables, vegetables. I don't know if you were on here earlier when I was talking about how I went grocery shopping. I mean, my refrigerator is so packed because I'm doing all the juicing right now. We're into heavy juicing, healthy eating, organic, everything. I went out tonight and I bought a lot of fresh everything. So we're into very, very healthy, the juices. And but my husband, he's very particular about which juices because he doesn't like everything that I'll drink. I drink pretty much, I'll drink anything, anything that's got turmeric or garlic. He doesn't like the garlic. He doesn't like anything with the garlic in it. So, but he did say that he would use the garlic. Like tomorrow, I'm going to make a big leafy green salad. But this is the thing where people go wrong with a salad is they use the store-bought dressings, and I'm making my own. I'm using a vinegar and a little bit of stevia and some herbs on our salad for tomorrow. But I've got all kinds of greens. Oh my gosh, you name the green, I got it. He didn't mind the kale. He just didn't like the kale with the garlic. Okay, and he doesn't like mushrooms. And I'd also added some mushroom because mushrooms are good, but so I have to kind of more cater the juices towards what he likes now. Yeah, absolutely. Being picky is a good thing. Absolutely. And I am too. I told this story about a week ago, but my husband and I, we frequent, right now we're not doing restaurants, no restaurants right now. But we have really two favorite restaurants here. They're both not expensive restaurants. They're very inexpensive restaurants. But the one restaurant has always been great service, always great everything. But a couple times in a row, we didn't get the best service. The food was always good, but we didn't get the best service. Well, one time they put us at a table that was way at the end. We didn't get waited on and all that. So we didn't go back for a while. But when we went back, they were really happy to greet us and they were happy we were back because they kind of know us. But the young man who was seating people tried to take us back down to that table. And I said, absolutely not. I will not accept that table. I want a table up front. I'm willing to wait for it. And everybody kind of looked up, that were sitting in there. I said, I won't accept that table. I was very nice about it, and we got the table we wanted. So being picky can be a very good thing. Um, Michelle says simple dressing, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, manuka honey, and a tiny bit of garlic. I think, Michelle, I'm going to use the vinegar and the garlic tomorrow. And, um, stevia, that's what we're using is stevia, but it doesn't quite do it like sugar, but we're not doing sugar. My mother made a dressing that was incredible out of just oil and vinegar. Yeah, you're very fortunate, Maggie, because a lot of places will not, cater, but more and more are now. More and more are catering to individual needs rather than just, one way, food is served. But we really have just two favorite restaurants, and they're both. One is like a biker bar, and my husband. We're not doing hamburgers right now, but he loved it because he made the world's best hamburger in his opinion. So we'll get back there one day, but right now we're kind of staying away from that kind of food, fried foods and things like that. And so yeah, it's not cheap to eat healthy, but it's less expensive than being sick. And so a lot of people will go out and get a great big bag of junk food, and they're spending all this money, but yet they're unwilling to spend the same amount of money for something healthy. And one of the things I tried to get today, we couldn't get it anywhere. I sent my sons out. I sent my bin out. Is pomegranate. I was trying to get pomegranate, and I could not get pomegranate anywhere I went. Anywhere I went, they didn't have pomegranate. So I don't know if it's a seasonal or not, but I couldn't get pomegranate. So yes, we are eating healthy, 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 and I believe in making sure that you're getting plenty of rest, plenty of sleep. Thank you, Maggie. Thank you. Plenty of rest, plenty of sleep, the right amount of water, healthy water, and whatever exercise is right for you. Everyone's body's different. Everyone's different. Everyone can tolerate differently. And I'm out there. Someone called me today, and they said it was really yucky out today. It was kind of rainy, and they said you didn't go out and go running today, did you? And I said, I did. I am going to be, when I die someday, they're going to write an obituary about me, and it's going to be saying she was the lady who ran the same trail every day, because it's kind of adjacent to a road and it goes past golf courses. But everybody in this town knows me as the lady who runs because I'm on the same trail. And one day someone pulled up and he said, you are an icon in this town. He said, you have been running the same trail for 20 years. I said, no, not quite 20 years, but probably about 8 years on this particular trail. Every day. I rarely miss a day. And I don't always run. Sometimes I walk. Sometimes I jog. Sometimes I sprint. Sometimes I waddle. Now, when I had my plantar fasciitis 2 years ago, I would waddle. I would get out there every day, but I would walk, very slow. I couldn't go very fast, and now, so it just depends, every day is different, and you'll see me sprinting, you'll see me waddling, you'll see me slow walk, you'll see me fast walk, you'll see me run, you'll see me do all that. And I do dance. I do dance most days here at home. I do. I put music on, 70s, 80s, rock and roll, and I dance to it. And as Maggie knows, I used to do them on YouTube, um, probably 5, 6, 7 years ago. But then they did the copyright thing. And I was always or I'm sorry, not YouTube, Facebook. And I was always in Facebook jail because there was always anytime you use a copyright song. So I never knew which ones were copyrights until I uploaded them. And then by the time you upload them, even if you don't put them out, they ban you from uploading videos. So now I don't do them. I don't do them. So, but I, wanted to inspire older people to dance, to exercise, to be fit. And people in my age group, need that inspiration. They need to know that they can do it. They've got it in them to find their own, their own form of exercise. What I do is very different than maybe a lot of other people do. So people have to find out what's right for them. Same way with their foods. They have to find what works for them. And what works for me may not work for someone else. Like for example, like I said, my husband doesn't like mushrooms. So I can eat mushrooms. He won't eat it. He will eat garlic if it's on a salad, but he won't eat garlic if it's put into a kale juice. So that's just the way it is. Yeah, Maggie. Well, I learned that the hard way. Now, Maggie, what they do now is the people that you hear with music on YouTube, you pay 25 a month. It's called Epidemic Sound or something like that. But those are not any songs that we recognize. Now, a lot of it's great music. I'm not saying it's not great music, but it's not music that we would recognize as songs that we know. So in other words, the songs that we know or grew up with. One of the things happened to me not long ago here on YouTube. I cranked up my old Victrolas. Maggie knows my old Victrolas, and I cranked up my old Victrolas. From I have one is 1919, one is 1922. Ironically, after I bought them, I found out the ages of them. 1919 was the year my father was born, and 1922 was the year my mother was born. Isn't that amazing? And I bought all the records with them, and they were very old. Some of them ended up breaking because they're old. So anyhow, I put the record on, and I did a whole video about my old Victrolas. This is maybe 2 months ago, 3 months ago. And as soon as I uploaded it, they didn't give me a strike, but they gave me like a warning. And this record was a Christmas song from 1930s. It was an old record, and yet it had been copyrighted, and the algorithms had picked it up as a copyrighted music. So I couldn't put the video up. I could not put the video up at all. I could not do that. Hey, Lynn Lamb, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. So I can't even play my old Victrolas for you. I've also had it where I was going down the road and I used to do car videos, and I'd have the music on. And you can't have the music on. You can't even have the person, the guy that talks in between the music, the radio broadcast. You can't have any of that. So it's really, really strict on what happens here. So you have to be very mindful when you're putting up your content. I make sure that there's no music. Like, for example, here on my live stream, one of the reasons I wouldn't do it I don't do them in the kitchen anymore in that area is if someone turns on a television, that can get me, booted. That live stream booted because it would pick up maybe something that was copyrighted from TV. So you have to be very mindful. So in other words, so what people use now is they use the music that they pay for. That's once you pay for it, you can use it and upload it to your channel, but it's nothing that we're familiar with. So all those sounds and music and all that you hear, probably it's usually bought and paid for unless the person themselves has created it. Okay. And I'm not a musician, so obviously I'm not going to create any music. Well, everyone, I'm going to get off of here. I've been on here an hour and 20 minutes. And my husband, I want to get out there and be with him and watch some of our videos together and enjoy being with my husband. And I'm all bubble bath, so I don't need to go take no bubble bath now because I'm all done. Got to put my stuff away in the kitchen. And I want to thank each one of you for coming here tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you for supporting me and supporting my channel and being so thoughtful and so kind. And I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And I pray that you have a wonderful day tomorrow and a wonderful night tonight, and that you take great care of you, take great care of your health. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you. Great care of your health, great care of your body. Like I said, I come on most days. I thank you, Maggie. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I come on most days. If I'm coming on, it's between 2 and 4, somewhere in there. And sometimes it's for a short time, sometimes it's for a longer time. And if I come on at night, it's roughly usually around 10 o'clock at night, sometimes a few minutes before, sometimes a little bit after, but it's usually right around 10. So I'm pretty consistent if I'm going to come on the time I come on. So, well, have a wonderful night. Thank you all. Sleep well. And I will talk to you all soon. So, may God bless you. And so, from my house to yours, I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye bye and good night.